Hi everyone, here we are this week and I'm very excited. We've got a new video this week that I'm extremely stoked about. So what's going on? This main bathroom, and when I say main bathroom, it is really our main bathroom, but boy is it small. What has to happen in here is there has been this weird collaboration of quick fixes in here that it's starting to make me nuts. So it is time to redo this bathroom. So in this bathroom, I will make it known that we are not doing a major transformation. We are not gutting things. So we are going to gut some things, but we're not going to gut some things like our tub area, any of that. We can't afford that right now. So we're doing an affordable aesthetic change, something that's going to make a big impact for low budget. So what are we doing? Well, we're going to be doing things like changing up the walls. We're going to be doing things like changing up our sink, which I'm going to say I'm going to show you some old footage, but we actually did change out our sink quite a bit ago, about a year ago. It needed to be done. So we had done that, and what we did was we found this sink on Facebook Marketplace, and we had to go a little out of the way, but it was totally worth it. Little caveat here. We thought this sink was, well, not that I thought it was granite, but I didn't think it was this. It's actually plastic. I didn't expect that, but it looks really great. It's all one unit as far as the sink and the counter. And the guy was really great and explained that he was just really changing it up. He was actually going to make his bathroom bigger, and he was changing the concept of it, but he absolutely loved this, and he went really into it and why it was so great. So honestly, I'm really glad. We did it very affordably, and it was nice. I really like it, but it is plastic, so it's not something I will keep forever, but it is something that I'm enjoying for now, and it made it look a lot better than what the sink was. We will show you that old footage, what we did. Things like lighting, a couple different little accessories. I'll show you as we walk around. There's not a whole lot to show, but I'm going to quickly show you what's going on in the bathroom, the before. It's an eyesore, and it's a little bit of kind of a mishmash of things, but we're going to show you how we do it. So stay tuned and watch how we transform this space for my goal is for $300 or less. And I'm going to show you the final amount at the end, but I will not go over that amount because I really want you to see what you can do, a big impact with a small budget. Here we go. here we are in the bathroom, and it is something else. We actually changed these lights maybe about a decade ago. They were really awful theater lighting. If you remember when we did the redo of our small bathroom in our room, what happened was here and in that bathroom, we had that little theater lighting. It was awful. So we had changed this about a decade ago, but we are ready for another change. So we're going to show you a more modern thing. There was quite a gap in the wall. When this house was built, they did everything really strangely. So unfortunately, we have had to make a lot of repairs, some very costly and unfortunately safety issues, but also some aesthetic things and some things that just weren't put in correctly. So we've had to fix that. But this is one of those things. We put a board here because it really messed up the wall, and it wasn't just us taking the lighting down. It was the way they did it. They really gutted out this whole area, and it was very strange. It was not necessary. So we had to put this board here because at the time we weren't able to just take the time to, you know, fix up the wall. So now we're going to do that properly. So there will not be a board here. We'll be fixing up the wall there. And then the window, hi everyone. This mirror was something, it was a very big mirror. And what we did is, it was just a plain mirror. There was nothing around it. So Paul had made, oh gosh, probably 20 years ago, or maybe a little less. But around that time, he had made this frame, and we put these little decorative touches there. I really like it, and I have every intention of keeping that. As you know, we're changing our style this year, so it will not be farmhousey at all. It will be a little bit more modern, but there will probably be a little homage to our farmhouse a little bit, but it'll be more modern farmhouse. So we have this area here. What happened, when we took out the sink, it really tore up the old sink. It had torn up the wall a little bit, so we had to repair it. And we had this, it's very strange. We didn't have any more beadboard. I didn't want to run out for beadboard because I knew we were redoing it at some point. But we had this leftover wallpaper. It was just enough to fit this area, so it helped where we quickly fixed up the wall and then put this on top. But we didn't have the time to go really into it. So unfortunately, it was a little bit of a mess. So we have this very strange area where it's just the wallpaper, but we're going to be fixing that. We have to fix out some of these switches. A lot that's happening in our house by room as we're doing it, we're noticing that it has these more of a yellowy switches, and we're going to come in and change them out to white switches so it matches the plate here. And then we have the old beadboard everywhere else. And it's okay. It's just very, very country farmhouse, and it's just not us at all. And the colors, I'm not sure what I was thinking, but we had this bright yellow. I know I wanted it bright and cheery at the time, but the yellow and the gray is like a greenish gray. It's a very strange thing. It's not normally my choice. So I'm not really sure what I was thinking then, but we're going to change that up. It's going to be very different, but I'm really excited. The vanity is not in the budget right now, so I'm keeping it. At one point, we did change out the knobs and handles, so we're going to keep that. I may or may not paint it, but I'm thinking we will probably keep the same color, but we're going to keep the basic design. So just because we don't have it in our budget right now to change. Also, here, this little cabinet, it was great at the time. It was cute and farmhousey, but it's not very practical, and it's one of those things that I think we're going to get rid of. I don't really have a use for it anymore, so I'm probably going to sell it. What I am putting on is something we found on Marketplace for I think it was $30. We have this tall cabinet. It's an IKEA cabinet, and it's a faux wood, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it has a glass front, and it's taller with shelves and some drawers. So that's going to fit in this space as we measured that, and it's going to be taller, so we'll be able to fit more. Then we have our window here. We're going to just change out the valance. All this trim work is getting changed. The toilet paper roll is getting changed, similar to what we did in the other one. We have this awful, I think in time it just gets faded and changes color. It's awful. We have this little, well, I don't even know what you call it, like the little flusher here. handle is just awful. It's turning yellow. We're not dirty people. It's clean like crazy. But for some reason, this particular handle just decided to get yellowy. So we're changing that out, and I wanted to anyway because I want it to match a little more to all these knobs. So it's a black handle's going here. And then we have this hook set. I'm going to keep it here. Obviously, I'm changing out the wall behind it, but I think I'm going to reuse this because I still like that. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this artwork. I really liked the beachy theme, and I guess I'm going to deem this style in here a beachy style, but I'm ready to change these out possibly in this room, but I'm definitely keeping them. But I may keep them in here. It all depends how it all turns out. When we paint, we're going to still have a 2 system, but I'll show you what we do on the bottom. There's going to be 2 different colors going on, and the ceiling will match this top part here. So hopefully you like the design. I know I'm getting excited about it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to love it. We're changing our style, as I've said before, and we're ready for a change. So either way, it's going to be a big difference. So stay tuned and watch the progress. Thanks for watching.
That's the reason for the board. What a nightmare.